We're going live now.
All right.
So uh, first thing, first thing I want to go over is I want to go over how the Jacksonville Jaguars are gonna do.
I think they're going to struggle against us like they always do. I think we'll probably split with them, but I think they're going to end up missing the playoffs, and then their coach is going to be on the hot seat next year.
Doug Peterson,
Yes, sir. And he's a good coach, too. So they'd be making a mistake because he's a really good coach.
he is
I
he's
think,
pretty good, but the thing is with the Jacksonville Jaguars, it's gonna take a little bit of time for them to develop with who they have at the quarterback spot.
yeah, they're
Uh,
paying him a lot of money.
Matt Jones.
Oh, no, Trevor Lawrence. They're paying Trevor Lawrence a lot of money. Mac Jones is getting paid peanuts compared to him.
I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna take a little bit for Trevor Lawrence to get to get wherever he needs to go. But here's my thing. I think that the Jacksonville Jaguars are just gonna struggle, and they it's gonna be they're gonna do pretty decent through the first half of the season, and then they're gonna fall off toward the end.
Yep, I think so too. They'll probably finish around the same record we finish with, which is going to be like probably 8-9 or 9-8, somewhere in that range, where we win some more games than we did last year.
Um, so how do you think the Colts are gonna do? Obviously, I'll give the Jacksonville Jaguars 8 and 9. That's what I'm gonna give them. To be honest with you, that's what I'll go with. And the lowest I'll give the Jacksonville Jaguars is it's 3 games.
Yeah. I think the Colts could go anywhere from 5 to 7 wins. It all depends on Anthony Richardson because he's really talented, but we haven't seen much from him.
No, I think that you know the Colts are gonna struggle. They're gonna really struggle a lot this year. It's Anthony Richardson's second year, but we haven't necessarily seen much from Anthony. To be honest with you, listen, there's like there's like a there's like a lot of it's kind of like between. It's kind of like in between with Will. I mean, not Will, but uh, whoever. I think that Anthony Richardson isn't gonna start week 1. He's not going to.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, Joe Flacco is going to start, and Joe Flacco is pretty good.
I think that Joe Flacco will start week 1 because of that. Uh, you don't want to get the second year quarterback injured again. You don't
Yeah.
want that.
No, he's coming off a major injury. They got to tread lightly with that one and be real careful.
What was it that he tore last year in his shoulder? Did he run into?
I think I'm trying to remember. There's been so many injuries with these guys. I can't remember. I want to say it was something in his shoulder, but I'm not sure.
I think it was this. I think it was his tendon that was
Might have been.
torn. Anyway, there's there's a lot of bones that can there's a lot of different bones that can be damaged. I think that they have to be they have to be really careful with Anthony Richardson because well I don't I don't think I would feel comfortable with him running the ball. I would like to see him kind of throw the
No,
ball.
they got to be careful for sure because I think their success long term that rides or dies with him. So they've got to make sure that he's capable of staying healthy and being able so he can make plays. And see if they have a quarterback, kind of like with us, we are in the same boat. Levis has to stay healthy, and I think he's going to this year.
Yeah, I think that it's gonna be it's gonna be kind of tough to see how the injuries play out with the Colts this year. I
Sure.
I think obviously I think obviously they're gonna go into some growing pains with Anthony Richardson. It's
Mm-hmm.
it depends on how he plays and everything, and it, it's necessarily Preston. What
Yeah,
I
buddy.
would what I would do is I would keep your eyes on Anthony Richardson whenever we play him. I would definitely keep your eyes on him because he's really talented and we haven't seen much from him. But I
Yeah.
think that we are going to see a little bit of shine from him this year, but not necessarily because of the way it's looking right now with that injury that he's still on the wrestling practice.
Yeah, and you got to remember too, he's only like 21. He's only like, I think 21 years old right now, so he's got a lot of room to grow. And he has the injury that he's coming off of, so that's extra. So that's going to be tough for him. But if they can protect him, they have a chance because they have some nice weapons. I mean, they've got Michael Pittman still. They have Jonathan Taylor. I mean, they've got a couple other guys. So as long as you have those guys to help out, I think they have a chance to win some games.
Yeah. Um they got Michael Penix Jr.
They got Michael Pittman. What other receivers do they have? I'm drawing a blank. I know they have Alec Pierce, and I thought they signed somebody, but I can't remember.
I think they did. I'm not sure. Or
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on who it was, but I feel like they signed a receiver.
or did they bring somebody in from the draft?
They might. Yeah, you know what they did? They drafted Adonai A.D. Mitchell. Where's my wife? She's there. Cool.
I'm not sure.
Hey, honey. Is it? No, it's not me.
Are you going out back?
No, I'm going out front for a minute. I'm helping Meredith with something. We she just got home and I'm about to help her cook dinner while we're on.
Um so Preston,
Yes, sir.
there's a thing that I'm really looking forward to. It's the AFC South versus it's
Let's
us.
see. I'm just looking forward to all the games. Period. We've been so long without NFL football and Titans football that I'm just ready for games. I don't care. We could be playing anybody, and I wouldn't. I'd be happy.
I'm ready to see what the Titans do.
Yes, sir.
So, So how do you think the Titans are gonna do? I'll give the Indianapolis Colts a I'll give them 7 to 5 wins.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. Hold on, I thought you literally bought bread. Okay. Okay. What'd you say, buddy?
I said I'll give the Colts 5 to 7 wins.
Yeah, I'll give us 7 to 9 wins. I think that's a good benchmark. If they get to 9 wins this year, I think that's a big jump for them and put you in place in 2025 to really take another big jump and get a playoff run, make a playoff run.
I'll give the Titans. I'll give the Titans 11. It's 10-7.
10-7. That sounds respectable. Oh,
Depending
we got cheesecake, Bryce. We got cheesecake.
which one.
It's a vanilla bean cheesecake. So we're gonna be eating good tonight. We're making pasta and making pasta with garlic bread, and then we're gonna have cheesecake for dessert.
Cheesecake's pretty good.
It is really good.
Um, so Justin, I'll give the Titans. I think I kind of want to talk about the Titans for just a minute, and
Let's do it.
do you want to talk about the Titans for a minute, or
Yeah, let's talk about the Titans. What do we got?
um? So we we obviously have Brian Callahan, and we obviously have Will Levis at the quarterback spot, uh, and I think that the Titans are gonna do really well this year.
Yeah.
De- depending on what Will Levis. Uh, how do I say that, Preston? It's kind of. Can you?
How Will does is how the Titans are going to do. Basically, he has to do well for the Titans to do well.
Um. Yes. I think that Will Levis is gonna. I think Will Levis will start to pick up toward the second half of the season. Um. Depending on
Water over here. No, I didn't. I didn't know how close you were to being home.
depending on the record and the way the game plays out for Will Levis, it's gonna be kind of interesting to see how it plays out for Will Levis, and I'm very excited to see what Will Levis is able to do this year,
Me too.
and I don't think that I don't think he's gonna I don't think he's gonna do like Bryce Young did last year. That's Bryce Young was kind of bad for the Carolina Panthers last year because he didn't have no help with the
That's
offensive line
true. He did not.
whatsoever. I mean, they need to get that guy some help over there with the offensive line.
Yeah, I think they'll get him some help. They can't. I mean, they can only go up from here.
Um,
Did I get everything out that we need?
so there's
Oh, I just didn't know where to put this. What, buddy?
there's several things that we have to do in order to be ready for the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
I think that the Houston Texans are gonna do really well this year.
You know,
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about the Titans? How are they gonna do
I
with?
think they're going to probably win 7 to 9 games. I think that's a good jump for them. That if they can go from 6 games to say 9 games, then they put themselves in 2025 in position in 2025 to really make a run. And they'll know that if they win 9 games, Levis is the quarterback, and they know they have the quarterback at that point.
I think that Will Levis is gonna do really well at the quarterback spot.
Yeah, I agree. I hope longer than that. They need him to be good.
I think that it's gonna be interesting to see what Will Levis can do with the new coach Brian Callahan.
Yeah, I think so too.
How are you feeling about how are you feeling about Brian Callahan?
I think Coach Callie is going to be pretty good for us. I mean, they need a change, so I think everybody's going to be pretty pumped about having a new guy and they're running things and having a modern open offense. That's what they've needed for a long time, and they finally are going to be able to do it.
Yeah, I think that we'll start to pick up toward the second half of the season. I think that it's gonna be kind of interesting to see what happens with the Titans, and I think it's gonna be it's gonna be it's gonna be pretty bad if they don't start to pick up toward the end of the season. I mean, I hope not.
I'm just thinking about picking you in. Yeah, I think they're going to be better, buddy. I like Callahan. I think he's going to be good for the Titans. And excuse my crotch here.
So,
I think
Christian, how is the
defense.
Texans gonna do this year? What are you thinking about? Do you think that
They. Oh, I
do
got
this
you playing.
bad?
All right. If they do what they did last year, and CJ Stroud has another good year, they're probably winning 12 games. So we're hoping that we're going to have to hope that we end up just getting a wild card because Houston could be good for a long time if they have a quarterback, which it sounds like they might. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, he's good.
I, I think that CJ Stroud is gonna be really, really good this year. It's kind of like Peyton Manning versus Steve McNair back in the day,
Yeah.
but it's Will Levis versus Anthony Richardson today.
You what, buddy? Sorry, my phone cut out.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
It's kind of like it's kind of like Steve McNair versus Peyton Manning from back in the day, and now today it's Will Levis versus CJ Stroud.
Yeah, we have to hope that Levis is that good. If he's that good, then we've got a good situation for the next hopefully 10 years. So if you get a good quarterback, he's your guy for a decade. I mean, they've not had a quarterback that's been with running the show longer than 4 years since they had McNair. I mean, the longest tenured guy that they had playing consistently was Tannehill, and he was a starter mid 2019 through mid 2023, so right at 4 years.
I think that it's it's gonna it's it's finally gonna start to gel all together. It's not gonna gel together all at once, but there's pieces that we have to there's still obviously, Preston, there's still obviously a few
Those
pieces
safety
that
defenses
we
are like
still
this.
have to
Uh,
adjust.
yeah, I think we definitely have to adjust. That's a what you have to do in the NFL. Adjust week to week. It's not just year to year like some people talk. It's literally week to week because other teams are adjusting. I mean, good teams are adjusting anyway. The crappy teams aren't.
And I think that that's a huge part of the game too. And whenever I I think that the I think that our new defense. How do you think that's gonna work, and what do you see out of it from this year? And how do you think Devondre Sweat's gonna look next to Big Jeff?
He's going to look really good. The defense is going to look a lot better. I think the defensive coordinator is going to have a head coaching job within a couple years. So hopefully they have some contingency plans in place because that coordinator is really good. I think, even though he's a first time coordinator, I think he's got a chance to be pretty good. I think Devondre Sweat will be good as long as he's healthy because they'll keep him in shape. He won't be able to get. He won't be overweight. I mean, here.
I don't.
Yeah.
I. I. I think that I, I think that Devondre Sweat was dealing with an injury during the I think it was right. I think it was right before mini camp started. Was he
Yeah.
an injury, Preston?
I said I think Devondre Sweat's going to be really good for us as long as he's healthy. That's the big thing with him is it's going to be healthy. The health issue, and I think conditioning is going to be fine. Yes.
Yeah, I think that it's gonna be really really interesting
5 minutes.
to see how Jay Sneed and all those guys play out.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think we're going to be better on defense. I think that's absolutely the case. We will definitely be better.
Do you think Jay Sneed can shut down Stephon Diggs again?
Yeah, I think he can because Stephon Diggs is a bit older, so I think he's going to be able to really exploit that matchup.
I think I think he's had a couple wide receivers numbers last season, and he shut them all down. He didn't let them catch a touchdown until the playoffs.
That's right. He's a stud. He Legarius is really solid. I think he's going to have a good year.
LJS.
LJS, that's right. And buddy, I've got to run in a couple minutes, but I'm definitely glad we're able to do this for a little bit. But what do you think? Who do you think the toughest opponent for the Titans is going to be this year? That's not a divisional opponent.
I think that the Lions. I think the Lions is going to be the toughest one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're playing in Detroit's going to be tough. They are really good.
Hey, Preston, I'll
Yes, sir.
talk. I'll talk to you on the phone about this here in the next couple of days too. I'm gonna ask you the same question. Which which game do you think is gonna be the most? I'm gonna ask you two questions. Okay. Which game do you think is gonna be the toughest, and which game do you think is gonna be the game where we come out and just blow them out?
I think for what I think I'm agree with you. The Lions. I'm going to go with a different answer because I just want to have a different answer. I think the Packers could end up being really tough. They play us really tough for some reason, except for 2016, where they've given us a lot of problems over the years. But I think the easiest one will be. I think the Bears. I think we're going to beat the Bears pretty badly because Caleb Williams' first start. I think that's a good time to play them. So I think we're going to beat them pretty good.
I think that, my blowout would have to be against the Bengals, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I could see that.
And and Preston, don't forget, and I told you about my dad. My dad was a huge Bengals fan, and he grew up. He was born in Cincinnati.
That's cool. You did tell me that. Yeah,
So he's a huge Bengals fan, and sometimes I have to go for the Bengals, but not against the Titans or not.
no, definitely not against the Titans. But, buddy, I've got to run. So let's do this again soon. Okay.
Let's do it again soon and and tighten up. Hopefully, I can get my camera fixed.
I hope so too, buddy. We got to be able to see you. So be good, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye, buddy.
Bye, buddy.
Tighten up.